Hello guys and girls, welcome back again to a surprise episode. This is not normally the day I post two videos in one day, but I wanted to surprise you with something. I went to a Commander Draft event for the latest set, Commander Masters, and I thought, let's do another little bonus episode today, and I'll show you guys what I pulled, what deck I made. Just a general little chit chat about my day. It was an awesome day. The people I met. Welcome to a bonus episode of RedManaMadness, where we won't be doing. Maybe what I'll do is I did get some prizes on the day as well. I've been saving these, but I did manage to get. So let's just back up just a little bit. We got some goodies. So these were my prizes for A, attending, B, getting knocked out first in the first game, but then also for winning one of the other ones. So I managed to win one of the games, which was absolutely amazing. I'll dive a bit more into detail with that. But yeah, the day itself was pretty cool. We went down to, I think it's pronounced Aldershot. I'm really terrible at naming or reading, or I can't read or speak to save my life half the time, but I think it's pronounced Aldershot. Basically, my friend, my buddy, told me that the online store Magic Madhouse, that's where we were, physically in the store. That's where we were. So for the event, which I thought was kind of cool. Told my girlfriend about it. She was like, "Say what?" Because she shops there all the time. What I do is I'll get out the show the decks that I built for each game, and just how show what I pulled roughly. And oh, hang on, are we going to focus on the cards, or are we going to focus on the boxes? You know what I might have to do? I might have to move all this jazz out of the way, because I know this camera is going to constantly focus on the stuff behind, and it's going to be annoying. So there, can we see this? We can see this. Okay, oh, that's not what I pulled, by the way. That was, on the day, I saw a set booster box for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, and I couldn't resist. I had to get it. I had to buy it. I've not seen a set booster box anywhere in a long time, and I thought I'd buy that. And he gave me a box topper. I think it's a box topper. Can that all read? Box topper there. No idea if this card's any good, to be fair. Equipped creature has non-basic island walk. Is that good? Is that alright? It's nice and shiny though. Who likes shinies? I like shinies. I hope you all like shinies. So yeah, so the day, the draft, the first draft, for me, I felt wasn't very strong. I'm not a lucky person. I really didn't. I think the best I got was a £6 land. Like at the time, it was one of those dual lands that you can get. This is just all random other jazz as well that I pulled. I'll go through these in a minute. But yeah, I don't think I pulled anything mega on the first draft, because I did two drafts. I did the first one in the AM and the second one in the PM. So it was a very expensive day, but me and the group decided, because we had a lot of fun, although from my draft experience, my friends pulled all sorts. My mate pulled Ulamog, my other pal pulled two of the medallions and something else. They really definitely got their money's worth, I felt like. And for me in the first draft, I really didn't. I got a couple of cards that are worth a few quid, and then the best I got in the draft, I think at the time, for the first draft was I'll show it in here in a minute, one of the lands, or maybe it's I know Path of Ancestry might be worth a couple of quid. Where are you? Where are you? Darksteel Ignite. Oh, where's the land? There we go, that. So I pulled that. I think at the time, when I pulled this was the priciest thing I pulled for the first draft, which was a bit disappointing, but I was not surprised whatsoever. I'm not a lucky person. I don't get good cards. I don't draw. I don't pull the bombs. But yeah, so what I did for my commanders for the first game, I made, was it Golgari or something? I pulled Oblignis. I can't pronounce him. Obnixilis, and I thought the Life Crafter as well for my commanders. And I won't lie, although I didn't draft very good in terms of value and money, I did draft a very good deck. I felt this deck exploded. Come on, focus, you ding dong. This deck exploded. Was just plussing my commander. I managed to get my commander out both my commanders quite quickly. The idea behind it was to create tokens and to do +1/+1 counters. So it was just tokens and counters. That was the idea behind the deck, and it really did explode. Unfortunately, I did get knocked out first, but that's only because where I just got so powerful and exploded so soon, all three of my opponents just ganged up on me. And I did give them their money's worth, don't get me wrong. It was a very tight game. It wasn't like, everyone was on like 20-30 life and I died or something like that. Everyone was down to 15 or less life. It was almost down to the wire a little bit, but then, I tried to make a little bit of an alliance with Jamie, I think his name was. Jamie, by the way, my other Golgari buddy who played against me. Awesome deck that you had. Shout out to my friend Jamie. We had a little bit of a diplomacy going. It lasted about a turn or two, but I guess all good things must come to an end. And ultimately, Jamie won, I think. Yeah, Jamie, you won that round, didn't you? Awesome game. It was a close little game, and I felt like I built a really good deck here. I can't get over how shiny this is. This is just it's flashing all the colours at me. I really like it. I don't know why I put that in there, to be fair, but I think it was more for the additional lands. I actually didn't play that in that game, but just some little things like proliferate counters, counters on when thingy dies, some death touch thingies, anything to maybe get rid of flying potentials, and with the death touch as well, removal. Counters then proliferate. Soul Ring, we actually managed to squeeze out, because after the first game we played another quick game like a friendly, and in both games I managed to get the Soul Ring in my opening hand, which I thought was funny. This one in the second game though, this guy managed to beef up to like a 19-19, which was awesome, again because of the counters. The Abundant Harvest was handy. This one I played like 3 or 4 times as well, in both games, just absolutely managed to board wipe my opponents. Even though I managed to board wipe and create so many creatures, I still lost. It's crazy. It just shows you the competitiveness and some of the people I was up against. They really did create some awesome decks. But I was really proud of mine. I felt I did something really, really good. Snakeskin Veil as well, another counters. Didn't get a chance to play that. Didn't get a chance to play him. Heartless Act I managed to play a few times. That was quite good. The Hunter's Insight, I think in combination with that other one, the 19-19 that I managed to create. Where was he? This fella, I hit a guy for 19 and then played this as a response and drew 19 cards. That was quite nice. Acidic Slime. Oh, someone played this again. Jamie played this against me, which I thought was funny, and then destroyed my freaking Soul Ring, which was not nice. I thought it was a really good bit of Graveyard Recursion. Yeah, this I played, bit of Graveyard Recursion. This was handy as well, giving me trample as well. When I got my 1/1 counters on, he was good. I managed to get counters on everyone as well. So yeah, I felt like I did a really, really good deck. It definitely. This was not part of the deck, I don't think. Tragic Slip. No, I don't think these were part of the deck. So yeah, I personally felt I did really, really well. The nice little. It was quite synergistic. Putting counters on everything as often as possible, creating the odd couple of tokens as well. My commander was definitely really, really helpful. His number 1 and number 2, like his +2 and -2, were just really, really handy. Gained a little bit of life, helps now and then just to buff him up a little bit. And then for the next turn and the turn after that, -2/-2, you get 2 black flying creatures. This is massive. And then with this one as well. With all the creatures I was able to spam out, getting the last one done there as well, creating like a 7/7 with his ability. This is actually a really good card. Definitely, if you draft this, don't bun it off. Give it a serious consideration, because in the next game, the second game, my opponent Connor actually had this for his commander as well, because he drafted this in the second draft, and it was definitely really, really good. Very don't underestimate this card. If you draft it, definitely consider putting it in into a deck, and consider making either mono green or Golgari or Gruul or whatever. But yeah, definitely consider this card. I quite like the look of this. I think he's quite nice, very, very nice. Especially you can make him as your commander as well. The demons would just bomb, 5/5 flyers. That's it. It was immediate threat. As soon as I put that down, it was immediate threat. Maybe in hindsight, thinking about it, I shouldn't have gone so crazy and so big so soon. I think what would have been really, really good is to have play down a little bit, you know, maybe let someone else build up, make him the threat, everyone targets him, and in the middle of the chaos of us like ganging up and trying to reduce the threat of one of my opponents, maybe you, Jamie, you know, the three of us ganging up on you or something, and then you know, as I'm doing that, build up myself, and then hopefully get to a point where, you know, people can't control it. That might be a good one. I still can't get over how awesome this shiny is. I forgot I even had a shiny one of these. So yeah, like, you know, so yeah, that was game one. Really, really awesome game. It was fairly close. Jamie came off as the winner. I'm afraid I can't remember the other fella's name that was sitting with us, because my buddy Dennis was with me, and then we had Jamie opposite me, and I can't remember the other fella. But yeah, if you're watching this as well, dudes, because I remember speaking to you guys about my channel and stuff, and you said you're subscribed to me. I do apologise if I can't remember your name. I did write down a couple of names that I did remember, but unfortunately, I know there was like one or two other fellas that was there, and I couldn't remember. But yeah, that was yeah, awesome game. Next deck. So we did another draft. So the second draft, I was a little bit more fortunate or lucky in terms of what I pulled. So the way I normally do a draft, because I'm not a very good Magic player. I think anyway. Like you know, a bit happy-go-lucky, and you know. But I thought what I'd do is, when I do a draft, if I ever do a draft, because I really enjoy drafts, I like the sealed formats. The way I always do it is, the first pack I open, whatever the legendary is in that pack, I will make a deck for. So when I opened my first pack, inside it was, if I can find her real quick, was Glisser, the Blade Gold Knight. This is what I pulled in my first pack, and I thought, okay, so I pulled Boros. I'm gonna make a red and white deck, and then as I was going through it, I just found equipment. So I thought maybe I'll do Boros equipment, and that's how it went. I thought, because I came across these two as well. So these two were my commanders. Dathina was awesome in the second game. She was awesome. Just kept putting equipment on her, and the lifelink and the vigilance in the first strike was just boom. And he was quite handy as well, as I was putting a few on him, creating the 3/1s with trample. Definitely put a bit of pressure on my opponents and whatnot. Really, really good little combination this was. Another one to watch out for if you feel like doing maybe equipments. There's quite a lot of equipment in this draft. Boros equipment, definitely. This is actually what won me the game. I actually won the game with this. It was a pot of 3, so there was I was with Connor and Kathy. Shout out to you guys. I hope you're watching. I had a really good game with you guys, and I appreciate your company and appreciate you playing with me. And I told you about my store and my channel as we was like just before we was leaving and stuff. So I think I know you subscribed to me, because I got a notification like 5 minutes later that you guys subbed me. So if you're watching this, guys, thank you so much. But yeah, got a little bit more lucky with the draft itself. So the draft itself, as I was going through it, I guess I just was drafting the colours that I wanted. I guess, I thought to myself, yeah, I'll go Boros, and then Avacyn was in my final pack. This was probably the most expensive card I pulled. I think it's about 22 quid at the time of the draft. It may be tanking a little bit, so over the next week I would be surprised if this goes down as far as 15 quid or something or whatever. But very, very nice card. I mean, it's very expensive, but like, just what, indestructible, other permanents you get indestructible, that's just crazy. Boom. The dragon I didn't get a chance to play. I don't know if I got a chance to play him at all. Really fancy Arcane Signet. I got one of the medallions as well, and it's white, so I thought, okay, it's happening. And then I thought, yeah, do auras and equipment, Darksteel Mutation. I was hoping to play this, but I didn't get a chance to. But quite happy with that. I think I got a copy of All That Glitters as well. That was quite nice. I just tried to pick anything that has, red and white really, and anything that has like synergistically, has synergies with equipment. There's All the Glitters. I did pull this in the game, unfortunately, but yeah. Reliquary Tower, another one with equipment. But yeah, didn't get a chance to play that. Loyal Retainers is another one I didn't get a chance to get, play. It was a really, really tough game. Kathy, she created, I think it was white and green. What's that? Selesnya, I think it is. And just made big creatures, really, really big, scary creatures, and was just an instant threat. And that with, what's his name? Aldrich. And then she was just like attacking with everything, and then declaring that we can't block with Aldrich. And it was nuts. So the only thing keeping me alive was this one. because I had so much equipment on it, I was just getting like some of my life back, and it just kept me in the game. This girl right here, she won me the game hands down, kept me in it, and then it was right till the end. We managed to finally beat Kathy. I just swung all out with everything that I had left over, and with the trample with this, I had to sacrifice my commander at the time, to get like a load of life back, kill a creature, get some damage in, and over. Then I managed to go in for the kill, and then on the last turn, I played Glisser, and thanks to her other ability where prevent half the damage, Connor swinging with everything as well, because he didn't have anything left apart from just attacking, just to defeat me in the old-fashioned way. But because I was only receiving half the damage, and all I did was re-equip everything onto Glisser, giving her double strike and a load of other bits and bobs, was able to swing for lethal in the air. So literally I was down to 4 life. Yeah, it was crazy. Like literally 4 life I had left. Thanks to this, it would have been way over, but 4 life left over. And then swinging, equipping everything, spending all my mana to equip like 5 different equipment onto her to swing for lethal, with like double strike and trample and and obviously with the double damage as well, because it's a source. It was crazy. Oh, the brass knuckles, that's what was giving like the double strike and stuff. So dwarven hammer as well is what I put on there. Yeah, it was this one. I put this in here, right? And I was thinking, oh, okay, yeah, so when I attack, look at the top card of my library, put lands. I thought that would be a good way of ramping. I ramped once. Like, I must have attacked 8 times of this and looked at the top card of my library 8 times. Once it was a land. I'm hoping if you decide to use this as well, you get a little bit more fortunate with this. But I had 1 land I was able to like put into the battlefield tapped with this. Very disappointed, but I'm unlucky. I'm just not lucky. Yeah, I just plonked him in just for the sake of plonking him in, I guess. But yeah, this one I had an idea with. I was hoping to maybe like equip him with loads of equipment, buffing up to like an 8 or something like that, and then sack him to do 8 damage to a target. I had him in my hand, but just with the pressure that I was getting from Kathy and Connor, I didn't think I could take a turn to cast it, equip him, next turn sack him to do the ability. It seemed a little slow. This was another one. My friend Dennis told me I should have made this my commander, but for 6 for a commander payment I couldn't do. And this was one of the ones I was hoping to play, Pure Steel Paladin. This is the other one I drafted. This was in my first pack. Second pack. And I was hoping to like play him. This would have been really, really handy to equip for 0 with all the artifacts I had, because yeah, it would have been handy. Like, play free, no, pay 0. So yeah, really fun deck, really awesome deck. It won me the game. Yeah, it was a really, really tough game. Both Connor and Kathy had awesome decks, and yeah, Connor as well was using this one, and was able to create like a 6/6 and a 7/7, and it was just, yeah, he was going crazy with it. And he played that unicorn. There was a unicorn that just prevented combat damage. It's just like, yeah, it made things really difficult. But yeah, very, very, very good. But yeah, like that was my experience for the day. I mean, I managed to get like, these were some of the other little bits of cards. Why do I have Ruthless Invasion? Oh no, that I got from Dennis. He, my mate Dennis, he gave that to me. I want that for a deck that I want. But yeah, just a few other little cards. Have a little flick through for you to see. This one was quite good as well. Jamie was playing this, doing a little bit of damage now and then when he was creating sapling tokens. Tricky to deal with. Fungal plots. I haven't had a chance to look at all these cards. Oh, I had that in that deck, in my deck as well. Very, very nice. Corpse Augur, Serrated Scorpion, Firemine Vessel, Broken Wings. Oh, and him, yeah, Jamie and this freaking dinosaur. Oh my god, I think he put him up to like a 19 at some point. Just absolute, just devastating. Like, yeah, crazy. Yeah, I think that was the star of his show, actually, to be fair. That bloody dinosaur. Yeah, Fencing Ace, Wanderer's Strike, Unbound Potential, the Dog Soldier here, Giant, Pilgrim's Eye, Tusker, and we got this with the tokens again. I think I got a few other cards, so I had, these are just like the tokens and stuff. Foil one of these as well. Meteor Golem, Command Sphere, Kadama's Reach. Oh yeah, I forgot I had I drafted one of the this. This is another card I really wanted. It was Vandal Blast. I drafted that as well. I didn't. This was in the first draft as well. I didn't need this card, but as soon as I saw it, it's like, no, I actually need this card for other things. I'm getting Vandal Blast. Another Darksteel mutation as well. Yeah, really wanted that. So I drafted it, even though I didn't need it for my deck. I guess it's just one of those things you do. You draft. You want to play. You want to make a half decent deck. You know, you want to have a good time and play. But there are going to be a couple of cards you're going to see in the draft that you don't need for your deck for the drafting experience, but you're going to want. You're going to want regardless. Oh, these were some cards that some of my pals gave to me. They just didn't want. I need that for a deck I'm building. I'm actually doing a Boros Battles for Pioneer, and I want to do some things with some exiling away. So what was all this stuff? I think it's just, I don't know where this came from. This was not part of the why do I have all this? I'm not too sure what I have with that. Just random cards that I got. So yeah, but awesome day. I mean, I've always wanted Darksteel mutation, and I have two. So happy. Yeah, and that one as well, Vandal Blast. Really good to have. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a little bonus for you guys. You know, show off some of the cards that I got. You know, go through the deck of what I drafted and what I built. This the Boros equipment was very fun. Lots of fun. And this one, star of the show. Got around nice and early, doing loads of damage, getting loads of life back. The vigilance was handy as well. Equipment as well was just like making things nice and cheap. I had, what else did I have out as well? Because I had where's he gone? The Foundry Inspector as well, so artifacts cost one less. Like I had the I managed to get out the Dwarven Hammer for 1 red. Like it was just like, why is that coming out for 1 red? It's like, because, you know, shenanigans, it costs 2 less in it. So so that was handy. Yeah, really good. But yeah, it was really annoying as well, because when I was drafting for Boros equipment, my mate Dennis was sitting next to me, was also drafting for Boros equipment. He was literally was competing for the same draft. Like, it was just typical. We didn't even discuss it. It was just like, you know, he opened up his pack, I opened up my pack. He liked what he saw, and he decided to go Boros and start going equipment. And he was like telling me, "Oh yeah, I'm actually getting like 9 equipment," and I was just like, "Christ, I've only got like 8." And I was just like, I could have had so much more, but he ended up taking them all. So yeah, but it is what it is. That's the way of the draft, I guess. But yeah, I had an absolute awesome time. It was such a good time with my friends. And yeah, so yeah, and these are the goodies that I got. So yeah, I got like 2 promos for attending. One was for dying first, and the other one was winning. And then the same with the packs. You get some draft boosters. So they're quite generous with it, to be fair. Like, I didn't think I'd get this much, to be fair. I thought I'd get like 1 pack and like 1 promo and one pack or something. So I'm actually really surprised with what I got. I guess you know, we'll come to a conclusion for the end of the video. Let's do Phyrexia, and let's do. I tell you what, let's do the game winning pack for us. Let's open one of these up. I'll save the others for another channel. Because I'll do something with those or something at some point. Maybe like because when we do Commander Masters, oh man, don't get me started about Commander Masters with my wholesaler. My wholesaler, lovely girl she is, but she emailed me saying that she couldn't give me the set booster that I pre-ordered. Like, I pre-ordered a set booster, that booster box, and she said to me that they got heavily allocated and she couldn't get me one. I was like, you're joking, yeah? Because I've been saying that I'll be getting one, and I wanted to get one for August, so I have something for the channel to open, and then I wasn't going to get it, so I kicked up a right stink, and I felt a little bit bad about it, because I was like complaining. I was like, you know, how does this happen? I pre-ordered this a month ago, and I don't get allocated one, so I was a bit unhappy. But she said apparently someone's cancelled, and she can do it for me, and I will be getting it. So crisis averted. I will be getting a set booster box for August. I'll be ordering it on the 11th. I will probably get it 2 or 3 days after that. They're quite quick with their deliveries, to be fair, from a wholesaler, so I will get it fairly soon, and I guess we'll just start the episodes from there and start opening some of those packs. That's going to be exciting. It's going to be really expensive, and I'm still not happy about spending so much money for it, but you guys have just got to promise to buy the singles off me so I can make my money back. You'll be doing me a favour. So let's check out one of the packs here. It's only a draft, so we're not going to get anything super cool. Or will we? because you never know. I did like the All Will Be One Phyrexian. I thought this was a cool set. Really, really liked it. Equipment. And we got a Zoo. What was it? Yeah. Azuri. So, bleh. Whenever you proliferate, draw a card. Yeah. So, that was that. Nothing major. Hopefully, we get something awesome in this. Who am I kidding? No, we're not. Because I don't get lucky with booster packs. I'm going to open this. It's going to be crap. Maybe I should just like... Yeah, too late now. I've already opened it. I was gonna say I shouldn't have opened this. I should have just sold this. I'll probably make more money selling it. Whoa, what is 12? Anyone wanna guess? Make a comment. What costs 12? Just by reading that alone. Oh, it's Golta and Maraven. Kami of the Whispered Doodars. Cultivator Colossus. Okie dokie. Oh, there you go, guys. Something for you. Read that. First come, first serve. Boom. That's quite nice. Boom, boom, boom. I think I got a regular foil of him on my store. No one's buying it, so I'm actually not too excited about that. I don't think anyone's going to buy it. Nito, super shiny. Who likes the shinies? We all like the shinies. Right, guys, that's it. I've been chatting away and chatting rubbish for the last half hour nearly. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, so all in all, awesome draft experience. It was a lot of fun. The cards are really, really good, but, you know, it cost me £45 a draft, so I spent 90 quid for the day, plus the booster box. So that was my own fault, the booster box, but 90 quid for the day doing drafts. Yeah, is that justifiable? I'm really not sure. I think I could almost say no, only because I know my luck. I know I'm not lucky. I know I don't draft good things. I know I don't get the valuable stuff. All my friends do. They get Ulamog. They get medallions. They get this and that. I mean, even one of the other girls that from my friends group, and she pulled the Jeweled Lotus. She got the Jeweled Lotus. We just couldn't believe it. Bless her as well. She was telling us that she nearly passed it on. She wasn't too sure what she had, and she was gonna not draft it and pass it to the next person. That I would have committed suicide if that happened. Sorry, scratch that. I hope I don't get cancelled saying it, but I know how people can't say certain things, but yeah, I would have. I don't know what I would have done if that happened to me, because that's one of the most expensive cards you can get in the set. Yeah, and she gets it, but yeah, really, really fortunate. But I'm not that guy. I never get kind of stuff, and I've accepted my fate. So. I think the mind frame I had was to just do this first draft the best type of deck I can get, and I felt like I did achieve that, and I had a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, I'm not overly hell bent on the fact that I didn't draft anything or pull anything mega expensive. I guess that's not what this is about. It's a draft box. You're meant to just draft it and make a deck and play. What you get is secondary. I guess, but like I say, at the end of the day, Wizards get their money. They got their money. So it doesn't really matter if we play it or not, if we go to the drafts or not, if we buy the packs or not. They got their money. But I had a really, really good time. I had a really good time with my friends. Sam, Luke and Dennis, I love you guys. I had a really, really good time as well. I can't wait for the next one that we do. Hopefully we do another one. I've actually got a the regular Commander Masters draft booster box. I've been sitting on for the last 5 months, sitting in my room waiting for my friends to be like, yeah, do you want to do a draft? And yeah, we'll do that draft. But no one wants to draft me. But yeah, so yeah, that concludes the little bonus episode for today. I guess you'll find these on the store. I'll put these on the store. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with the other cards, because these ones are not really packs that I opened for the store. These were like this is something for me, I guess. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what I want to do with them. I mean, I'm not going to lie. As cool as Avacyn is, I don't know if I have any real use for her. I'll probably sell her. I'm not too sure. But there are a couple of cards I will definitely keep. The Medallion, I'm keeping that. That's mine. You ain't having that, guys. I'm really sorry. Darksteel Mutation. Oh, I got 2. Holy shit, I got 2. Oh, mate, I couldn't. Didn't realise I had 2 of them. Yeah, Arcane Signet. Just a couple of the Commander staples I think I will end up keeping. All that glitters, that's mine. Tower's mine. I like the look of that Royal Retainers as well. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, lol. Glisser. Oh, man. That could go well in my harder deck. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do with them. There's some really, really nice cards, quite a few Commander staples. I think what I might end up doing is I'll keep a couple. I might end up doing a new listing, and I'll do some of the rares, anything like I always do, anything over £2, I'll list as a single. I might just do a big bundle, do a load of bundles and stuff, and yeah, sell that one or something and see how it goes. So maybe watch this space. Maybe within the next week, keep an eye out on my store. You might see some Commander Monster stuff that I've listed a little bit early, ahead of schedule from the set booster box that I'm getting. That's only because I'm selling on the cards that I got for my draft, but I think I will end up selling. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's just 7 mana. I don't know. I really don't know. I just know it's a really powerful card, but I don't play Angels. I got a Legendaries Matters deck with my Dehada deck. I mean, that could go good in there. All my permanents are indestructible. Maybe I'll keep hold of her. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I do like the idea of the whole. I know. Sorry, guys. I know I said I was saying goodbye, but I just now that I'm thinking about it, I did like the idea of like a equipment deck, like Boros equipment. I might actually make a proper 100 card equipment deck, basically. See how I go from there. I quite like the idea of it because this was really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was really, really good. So, food for thought, something to think about. So yeah, right, guys. This time for reals. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging around. I'm hoping this 30 minutes wasn't too boring for you. I hope you like some of the cards I got. If you've done a draft, let me know. Let me know what did you draft. How did your games go? Did you win your games? What did you win with? What kind of deck did you make? Like, let me know. I'm definitely interested. Comment if you can. Like if you want. Subscribe if you wish. Okay. I love you and leave you. Boom. Have a good one.